Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday. Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Fabulous. Super excited to talk to your papa. We just saw your mama. She was here this weekend, but we didn't see your dad.
No, we didn't.
He
get to see
decided
him.
not to hang with us for some reason.
That's all right. We'll call him and harass him.
Yeah, we'll do that. I've got a quote for today. We've got Martin Luther. He says, "Even if I knew that tomorrow the world would go to pieces, I would still plant my apple tree." So I like that quote. He's saying, even if you know that troubles are ahead, just live for today, continue to go about your business. Because sometimes we're wrong, Heidi. Mm-hmm. There's some people who they put off doing things that they would have probably liked to do, thinking that maybe, something bad could happen later. Well, just get out there and enjoy life. So I like it. Great quote. It's today's quote. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
John and Heidi.
Make plans to join us for the second annual 80s in the Sand. My wife Heidi and I went last year. It was so much fun. And guess who's going to be there this year? It's Brett Michaels.
Hello, everybody. It's Brett Michaels. I will see you at 80s in the Sand, Tuesday, November 6th, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. I promise you, this is going to be the ultimate concert, party, best night ever. Let's rock on, my friends.
Get your tickets now at 80sinthesand.com. Over 90% of the tickets are sold. Don't wait. 80sinthesand.com.
John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. Today is Tuesday. It is the 21st day of August, and today is National Brazilian Blowout Day. I almost feel like I should be saying that in like a monster truck voice. National Brazilian Blowout Day.
What is Brazilian Blowout Day?
I don't know. It's today, though.
Okay.
Doesn't it sound like some sort of huge Brazilian sale? Brazilian Blowout Day.
Okay.
Blowout Day. All Brazilians must go. I mean, I have no clue, no idea. It's also National Spumani Day, isn't that like a champagne? Yeah, and National Senior Citizens Day. So if you see a senior citizen today, be sure to give them some spumani and blow out some Brazilians with them. I don't know what that means. I have no clue. But celebrate however you choose to celebrate on this Tuesday, the 21st day of August.
John and Heidi.
If you want to grow your business, you can either add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. Or a combination of both, but there's no other way to grow your business. Just those two. Add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. And if you already have a relationship with your customers and you have their email address, you can reach out to them with special offers to easily grow sales. And you'll make your customers even happier. Let the experts at Constant Contact help. Get a free trial now. Sign up at betterresultsadvertising.com. That's betterresultsadvertising.com.
Coming up, we've got your brain on drugs. But first, a new study claims to have figured out why alcohol makes us crave junk food. According to the scientists, alcohol stimulates nerve cells in the brain that trigger your appetite. Do you really think that's what they were doing? Or do you think that there were just some students that were like in the lab drinking and they got caught and they're like, no, we're doing an experiment.
I don't know, but it really does.
Trying to figure out why. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So I think what it is, I don't know why they need to do a study. The more you drink, the less you think. The less you think, the more you do whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just not a whole lot to that. Can I get a grant for that study? Thanks. We've got your brain on drugs coming up.
John and Heidi.
This time of year, there are many parties, weddings, cookouts, and other events that often include alcohol. If you're drinking, be sure to have a designated driver. If you or someone you know has a problem with drugs or alcohol, there is help. The Addiction Hope and Helpline wants to help. If you feel like it's time to finally get the help you need, there's a toll-free number you can call, 1-800-438-0380. That's the Addiction Hope and Helpline, 1-800-438-0380, 1-800-438-0380.
And this is your brain on drugs. Authorities in Indiana say they arrested two men when a commercial vehicle inspection of a truckload of lettuce uncovered 260 pounds of marijuana. Whole different kind of lettuce there, Heidi. Indiana State Police say an officer stopped a tractor-trailer for a routine commercial vehicle inspection. The occupants of the truck, Jorge Blanco Diaz and Aiden Labano de la Cruz, told the officer they were hauling loads of fresh lettuce. A search of the trailer yielded 260 pounds of hydroponic marijuana. It was, by the way, concealed within legitimate loads of fresh lettuce. Both men were arrested on felony charges of dealing marijuana. It's not illegal to haul lettuce, but it is illegal to haul marijuana.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen. Actress Ruby Rose has quit Twitter after backlash over the announcement that she'll play the first lesbian superhero in the TV show Batwoman. And there are people saying, well, why does she get to play? Because she's not a lesbian. And then there was a story that said...
I read all that.
Like,
What
it
a
gets really
ridiculousness. And I don't know who Ruby Rose is anyway.
She's
But
not going to be Batwoman now, apparently.
Oh, she said she's not going to, or she just quit Twitter?
Oh,
I think
well,
she's
there you
still
go.
doing it.
Yeah, I think that she just quit Twitter.
Yeah,
there you
she's
go.
like,
I don't
I'm
know.
not going to listen to you people, and
There
I'm
you
going to
go.
go ahead and do my job.
There you go. She was hired to do a
She's
job.
an actress. She's going to
gonna
act
portray
like
that.
a lesbian.
Oh, there you go. Real Housewives of Potomac star. There's so many of those now. The Real Housewives of the Potomac, really? Real Housewives of the Potomac star Candace Dillard married her fiance Chris Bassett last Saturday. So big fans of the show probably already knew that. Selena Gomez has designed a new Coach bag as part of her endorsement deal with the company. Heidi, would you like to get an endorsement deal and design a bag?
No.
I can only imagine what yours would be. My wife is a bargain hunter, so what is the opposite of a really expensive bag? Is there like a really dirt cheap? Does Dollar Tree make handbags? Just wondering. If they do, Heidi would design one of those. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
John and Heidi.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-719-5601. 800-719-5601. That's 800-719-5601.
Now your scoop of the day. The American Psychological Association announced that men can also get postpartum depression. So it's
Probably because their wife has it, and so then they're
you go.
depressed because it's miserable at home
Oh,
when
yeah.
they're so
that could be.
miserable and sad.
I've got a link to the story. If you think you might suffer from postpartum depression, man, you can click the link and see if that's what it is. Study by the United States Department of Conservation found that a number of suburban bear encounters have doubled in the past year. So more and more bears coming into like homes and stuff and campgrounds and whatnot, suburban areas. And not, it's just encounters, not attacks.
That's
They're just
because
coming-
more and more people are going into their homes.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to camp. We are not meant to be out in the middle of the woods. We have houses for a reason.
Leave the bears alone and they'll leave us
yeah,
alone?
leave their homes alone and they'll leave yours alone.
Sure. Here's what I think is going on. I think the bears
They're
are
not
just
going to
getting
bother
smarter.
you at an embassy suites. I'm
And
just saying.
the bears are getting smarter, and now they're looking for gluten-free options, and they have to come into. I'm pretty sure that's maybe not. I don't know. A study found the United States college students will owe $2 trillion in loans by the year 2021. By the way, that is a cumulative total. It's not everybody's individual loan. I want to make sure you understand. It just feels like $2 trillion, but altogether $2 trillion by 2021 for college students. A dozen cars were sent floating down a street in Little Falls, New Jersey when torrential rains created a river. That has happened over and over. I've been seeing a lot of videos on social media where like flash floods and cars will just float away. I mean, that just doesn't seem possible, but it happens all the time. A chiropractor in Westchester, New York is suing the TSA for touching him in his, special place during a screening. He was like, no, you guys got a little frisky there. So he's suing the TSA for that. I'm
All right.
interested in seeing how that all goes. And then there's a beer in England. It's a British beer called Watercress Warrior that claims to increase your sex drive.
Really?
Yeah. But then again, couldn't every
Doesn't
beer...
all beer really do that?
I was going to say, couldn't every beer really claim that? It's like, hey, I've been drinking. Now I'm kind of interested
Yeah.
in... So, Watercress Warrior, good luck to you on, substantiating that claim, because I think every beer could really substantiate that claim. I don't know. Or maybe they're doing it wrong. I'm not sure. And let's get one last thing here. A French theme park has trained cows walking around picking up trash.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so they said, we got all this trash and we got all these cows. Let's put the two together and
Who's going to
solve
clean
the
up the
problem.
messes the cows make?
I don't know. That's maybe that's the job. Well, you didn't want to pick up trash? Well, guess now what you get to do.
Yeah.
Here's a shovel. Have fun. Again, that's a French theme park. They train their cows to pick up trash. Interesting stuff. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
John and Heidi.
If you want to grow your business, you can either add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. Or a combination of both, but there's no other way to grow your business. Just those two. Add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. And if you already have a relationship with your customers and you have their email address, you can reach out to them with special offers to easily grow sales. And you'll make your customers even happier. Let the experts at Constant Contact help. Get a free trial now. Sign up at betterresultsadvertising.com. That's betterresultsadvertising.com.
John and Heidi.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone, we call my father-in-law for a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
Hey, Charlie, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic.
Awesome. Well, we just saw your wife, but you didn't come with for some reason. I don't know what the deal was. You just don't like us no more?
That's pretty much it, yeah.
That's kind of what I was figuring. Well, you like us enough to at least take our call today, so thank you for that.
Well, okay, we can do this.
All right. What do we have today for Tuesdays with Charlie?
Hey, let's go back to 1899.
Okay.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, it is.
Believe it or not, they even had taxis back then.
Yeah, I bet there were horse-drawn taxis.
No, it was a car.
Really?
In 1899, a taxi driver, Jacob German was his name, was arrested for driving 12 miles an hour.
Ooh.
That was 4 miles over the legal limit.
Crazy taxi
Really?
drivers.
That was 4 miles.
So 8 miles an hour was apparently the limit.
Wow.
They was pulled over by a police officer on a bicycle.
Oh, wow. Well, you know, whatever it takes, man.
Huh.
I bet that guy had to pedal pretty fast to go 16.
Well, 16 miles an hour is not that fast.
It's really not. It's hardly moving.
Well, let's see you run 16 miles an hour.
I'm not saying I could do it by any means. Although next time we get together, we'll try that.
Couldn't run 16 miles in a year.
That's true. I probably could not.
There is a McDonald's restaurant that is closed to the public and is just used for filming commercials.
No kidding. So it's like just a film set?
Oh.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I guess that makes sense. They got to film the ad somewhere.
Yeah, and then they just got their own, never open it, and go in there and shoot a film, and you're done.
There you go.
Huh.
Now we know.
You have to go in there and just take a picture of a hamburger.
Well, that seems silly. I don't know why they would need to do that. That could be done at any McDonald's location anywhere.
Well, they don't want people in the background, you know, messing up
Well,
their
no,
ads.
but you could close it for an hour or whatever it takes to record a commercial.
Huh. Could be.
I don't know. That's what they do, though. Hey, then there's a town in Scotland. I think the town is Larkhall, Scotland. They hate the color green so much that their Subway sandwich sign is painted black.
Oh, wow.
Communist.
I wonder what their problem is with
We just
in
don't
Scotland?
like green.
Don't they drink green beer and stuff in Scotland?
No,
That's
that's
Ireland.
Ireland.
All right, well, close enough.
Maybe it's because of the feud between. Isn't there a feud between Scotland and Ireland?
Well,
Don't
there is
they
now.
dislike each other, and maybe
Heidi-
that's why.
Heidi just started an international incident. So.
I didn't.
I like the color green, so let's go with Ireland.
There you go. Me too.
Hey, then H&R Block once discovered that their own taxes were too complex for them to manage.
You're kidding me.
That doesn't surprise me.
Oh, wow.
They don't do my taxes.
They don't do my taxes.
They do a lot of other people's taxes, so I think that they're okay.
Hey, then I got one last thing here for you.
All right, what do you got?
Okay, a woman once sued her own divorce attorney because it did not inform her a divorce would end her marriage.
Are you kidding?
What did she think was going to happen?
Wow. Did she win that?
I don't know. Probably not.
I hope not. That's crazy.
Wow.
Well, Charlie, you ready for a question from us?
Oh, sure.
Okay, I got one for you here. It says, no piece of paper can be folded in half more than how many times?
Oh, he's told us this,
I think
too.
you did. I remember you telling me this a long time ago. Do you remember how many times it was? No piece of paper can be folded in half no more than this many times.
7.
7, you're right.
Wow.
Charlie, you
remembered.
got it. Locked down in the
Very
brain.
impressive.
Did you guess or did you remember that?
I remembered it.
Oh, very good. Well, you did well. No piece of paper, a piece of square paper, can be folded in half more than 7 times. And I can tell you, I have tried this with a giant piece of newspaper because I thought, I'm going to prove them wrong. So I folded it in half, and I folded it in half, and I got to like 5, and I was just about done. I was able to get to 7, but it wasn't really folded very nicely.
I told you that one time, and you thought I was lying to you, and you had to try it.
I did. I had to check
Prove him wrong.
But as it turns out, Charlie's research department is dead on. They are correct.
I'll have to commend them. Give them a raise, maybe.
Yeah, double whatever they're making now.
Send them over. I'll give them a raise.
Well, Charlie, you have a good day. It's always a pleasure to visit.
It's more of an experience than a pleasure, but we'll do it again next week.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, Daddy.
Goodbye. Bye, Fluff.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can for a little thing we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.
John and Heidi.
If you want to grow your business, you can add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers or a combination of both. There's no other way to grow your business. Just those two. Add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. And if you already have a relationship with your customers and you have their email address, you can reach out to them with special offers to easily grow your sales and you'll make your customers even happier. Let the experts at Constant Contact help. Get a free trial now. Text Radio Trial to number 22828. That's Radio Trial, all one word, to number 22828.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Steve Jobs, you know the guy from Apple Computers?
Mm-hmm.
Steve Jobs relieved stress by soaking his feet in the company toilets at Apple. What?
Really?
They must have had nice and tidy restrooms because I would never, ever, ever do that. Even if it was a brand new, very, very tidy restroom, my brain would just not allow me to do that.
Where would he sit while he's soaking
I don't know,
his
on the
feet?
Tank maybe? Or maybe he rolled
Usually
a chair
don't have
in
tanks
there?
on-
I don't know. All I know is what it says here, and that's all it says. Here it's Steve Jobs relieved stress by soaking his feet in the company toilets at Apple. There you go. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
John and Heidi.
Make plans to join us for the second annual 80s in the Sand. My wife Heidi and I went last year. It was so much fun. And guess who's going to be there this year? It's Brett Michaels.
Hello, everybody. It's Brett Michaels. I will see you at 80s in the Sand, Tuesday, November 6th, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. I promise you, this is going to be the ultimate concert, party, best night ever. Let's rock on, my friends.
Get your tickets now at 80sinthesand.com. Over 90% of the tickets are sold. Don't wait. 80sinthesand.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the grandiloquent word of the day. And today's word is a fun one to say, ramfizzled. Have you ever used that word, ramfizzled?
I have not, ever.
I've not either, but it's a fun word to say. It is to be exhausted with work or to be worn out. I am ramfizzled. There are times that I have been ramfizzled. To wear oneself out is also ramfizzled. Oh, I forgot to spell it. R-A-M-F-E-E-Z-L-E-D. Ramfizzled. Ramfizzled. Also, you can substitute the word that we've used in the past, forswunk. Remember that? Forswunk?
I remember that one.
Forswunk is the same as ramfizzled. They would be synonyms, Heidi. They mean the same thing. So there you go. Have to cancel our dinner engagement. I'm completely ramfizzled. Today's grandiloquent word. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
John and Heidi.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-719-5601. 800-719-5601. That's 800-719-5601.
Now, some weird news for you on a Tuesday. A man who allegedly placed a soda into a cup instead of water at an Arby's. You know, they give you a water cup, but he put soda in it instead. Was shocked with a stun gun after becoming aggressive towards police. So it all started out with him just, saying, I just want water, and then putting something else in there instead of water. Daniel Stein, 48, also facing felony robbery charges and a number of misdemeanors after the incident that happened at an Arby's in Montana. He's accused of trying to kick an employee before entering the nearby restroom, where he was confronted by police. The officers were able to make entry into the restroom. However, when they did, they confronted the man. Rather than comply with their instructions, he approached them with what appeared to be an aggressive manner. So anyway, it got out of control quickly. It all started because of the soda thing. They attempted to take control of him physically. That's when he began to resist and fight the officers, had to be tased. I think that's a bizarre story. How crazy is that it all started with just,
it's bizarre.
I'll take a water cup, and then, turned ugly. Didn't go well. Got a link to the whole thing, if you're interested, in the show notes at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
And your moment of duh today stars a 15-year-old boy who apparently wants to be a fireman. He ended up pretending to be one and took a fire truck on a joyride and then was arrested. 15-year-old, it doesn't have a name because he's underage, a 15-year-old wannabe fireman was arrested for stealing a fire truck and some rescue gear, and this happened in Pennsylvania. Surveillance video shows the man at the station stealing a Ford Explorer, and he used it to push open one of the garage doors at the fire station around 12:15 Sunday. Shows him then getting dressed in rescue gear, then boarding a fire truck and driving off with sirens blazing and lights flashing, because he wanted to blend in. The truck was found abandoned in a field. Witnesses reported seeing a male in firefighter gear fleeing the scene. The teen was located the next day and put into a youth development center. Department's officials say they were able to identify the 15-year-old who has previously served as a junior firefighter with the station. So, he's been there before and in the past was doing good things, but not this time. Bad idea.
At 15, what would make you...
I don't know.
I mean, he should be old enough to know better at 15 years old to do something like that.
I don't know. Hopefully he gets the attention that he needs and does something like this in the future for good things. Goes out. Sounds like he's an ambitious young man. But got a link to the story if you want to read all about it. It's in the show notes at johnandheidishow.com.
If you want to grow your business, you can add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers or a combination of both. There's no other way to grow your business. Just those two. Add more customers or sell more stuff to your current customers. And if you already have a relationship with your customers and you have their email address, you can reach out to them with special offers to easily grow your sales, and you'll make your customers even happier. Let the experts at Constant Contact help. Get a free trial now. Text Radio Trial to number 22828. That's Radio Trial, all one word, to number 22828.
Now, fake news or Florida? I'm going to have two stories here, and Heidi's got to tell me if it's fake news or if it really happened in the great state of Florida.
Alrighty.
All right, I'm going to put this down here because, again, I keep thinking that you're cheating. You've just been getting too many of these right, Heidi. All right, how about this? Fake news or Florida? A man was arrested after carrying a live alligator into a convenience store and chasing customers with it. Fake news or Florida?
Florida.
Yeah, we talked about that one, didn't we?
Yep.
Son of a gun. How about this one? Fake news or Florida? A skateboard riding man hitched a ride on the back of a police car and held on for 5 miles before they noticed him. Fake news or Florida?
Fake news.
It is fake news. How
that
about
was
this
Back
one?
to the Future.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I thought that sounded very familiar. We'll do one more. Fake news or Florida? A man stripped naked in a shopping mall and made whooping sounds at the nearby police. Fake news or Florida?
Florida.
That is Florida. I'm starting to think that maybe you somehow have an edge on me here. I don't know what it is. Other than the fact that I don't know how to run this stupid computer right now. There we go. That's been Fake News or Florida on this Tuesday. This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and our good news comes your way courtesy of Odiva. That's the monthly subscription service just for the ladies. All the details at radiosavings.com. This is kind of a cool story. And, I'm a big fan of people who donate organs because I think that's a really good thing. And Heidi, just for the record, I want to be an organ donor. I don't know that anybody's going to have any use for any of the stuff I have in me, but I think this is just a really cool. In a twist of fate, an NFL star's organs go to the ailing sports hero who inspired him. How cool is that?
That's cool.
So last month, Cooperstown, New York, baseball legend Ron Carew moved through the crowd at the 2018 Hall of Fame ceremony with briskness that only a new heart can deliver.
Aww.
2 years ago, the retired All-Star, who tallied 3,000 hits with the Minnesota Twins and California Angels, lived just up the road from the UCLA Medical Center, where an NFL football player was on his deathbed declaring that God had a plan for his life. Yet the young Baltimore Raven tight end, Conrad Raylu, passed away with an aneurysm. A few hours later, serendipitous plan did unfold when his heart would end up saving the very man who inspired him to become a pro athlete in the first place.
Aww.
How cool is that? And I apologize if I said any of the names wrong. We are not sports people in this household. So
No, but that's a great story.
It's a great story. It doesn't matter who the people are. It could be Joe Schmo from up the road. This guy saved this other guy's life, and I just think it's really cool that it happens to be a guy that inspired him to get into sports in the first place. I do have a link to all of the details if you want to read all about it. I think that's really cool, don't you?
I do. Very cool.
And again, it's just it's an amazing thing for people who you're not going to need them anyway. Your organs when you're done with them, to be able to say, I'm going to pass this on and let somebody else have a better chance at maybe living a little longer. What a very, I don't want to say heartless. What's the right word? A heartfelt thing to do?
Yeah, not heartless.
Well, I was trying to, a heartful. I don't know. That's not really a word, but what a wonderful thing to do. So
selfless.
A selfless. That's the word. I've got a link to the story. It's in the show notes at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.